One of the things I forgot to mention is I did remove the key pins to access those driver pins through the key pin hole. So you have to do that, and it's good to have a pinning tray or slots that you can use cardboard or in a wave shape and stuff. But I got this Sparrow's pinning mat, which works well. And I'm going to put my key pins back in here, and then I'm going to rotate this back and get it back there. But I just wanted to add, that's what you need to do. To do this the way I did with just, probe through, you have to remove the key pins first. Just wanted to add that because some people might say, hey, I can't, there's other pins in the way. Yeah, those are key pins, and you just remove them. Hello everyone. So I unintentionally gutted it because I had noticed that I had left my key pins out, and in rotating it I found the right angle to, you don't have to drill off a crimp or anything on this, you just got to rotate the core correctly. I believe it's like 90 degrees, and then it'll slide out. So while I was doing it, I thought I'd look, and there are all spools in here. Every one of them are spools. Some of them are machined kind of badly, but you can see they didn't do a real good job of making them, but they did make spools, so that's why I was feeling like this lock I would get like false sets, but I wasn't sure because I'd seen other videos, and Masterlock is notorious for just selling you something as contractor grade and then putting in all standard pins. But so there you go, it's got 5 spools in the top, and I'm going to go ahead and reassemble that and put it back together and try to pick it. At first I thought I had the magic disappearing pins because I had loads of pins in, and then as I was rotating this, I still had the shim in there. I pulled the key out, or I was looking at it, and I was like, where are the driver pins? And they literally, not a single one of them were in there, and I went, what the hell, I had just loaded that in. And then I looked in my lap, and there they were. It was like 5 of them sitting there. So I must have picked it up and dropped it, but I was trying to put my pins back in. I'll try to be more careful this time. And so there you go. It's adventures in what you can go wrong with lock disassembly and reassembly. But I'll get it right eventually, and I'll get it functioning, and then it'll be a little victory, a celebration. Hello everyone. So once again, core shims to the rescue on reassembly, because the follower that I had doesn't have a cutout for this tailpiece, or something was going on. Anyways, I was trying to put it in there, and the pins kept dropping, and then I realized just put a core shim in there, and then you can put it in, because you have to go in and rotate it 90 degrees. But there, I've got it back together. I'm about to pull the core shim out and put the lock back together. But I just wanted to say, once again, core shim to the rescue. And if you don't have any, they're pretty flimsy. These are the ones that are in the security things on like movies and CDs and stuff like that. You can get a couple of those out of there. They'll work if you don't have anything else, but the core shim was acting as a follower in some cases, so you want it to be fairly sturdy. And this is thicker than that, than the security tag ones. So, like I said, if it can be done wrong, I even assembled it incorrectly, where I had this piece on this side. But because I had it core shimmed, it was alright. I just pulled it out and switched it around. But I went, finally, I've got it back together. And I went, oh shit. I assembled it incorrectly again. So, like I said, if it can be done wrong, I can do it. And I had this end over there. Sure enough. Not the first time that's ever happened in the lock land, but that's something a novice will definitely do. And I did. So just be careful if you're new to this and you've seen a lot of people doing this, and they say, oh man, they do that. It's second nature to them because they do it a lot. If you haven't done this a lot, I've disassembled a lot less locks than I picked. And this one here is kind of tricky because there is no C-clip, and you've got to rotate the cord just right to get it out. But you can get it out. It's just it would be wise to have some core shims with you. Core shims to the rescue. I think I got these from Sparrow. There's several different sizes, but core shims to the rescue. So I got it all reassembled, and it works, but when you stick the key in, sometimes it doesn't want to work. And I've had a lock like this before where it's like a spring is messed up, or I could have fumbled up the key pin positions, but it does work with the key. Sometimes you have to hit that sucker like that, and then it'll open. So even someone with the key would have a hard time picking this one because they go, this key doesn't work, this key doesn't work. Yeah, it does. Just got to fidget with it. So there, I got my lock back together again. Don't do what all I've done, which is fumble up everything. Now I can at least sit here and use it as a functioning lock if I felt like it, or I can pick it, which is what I really want to do. I really want to pick it. Now I know it's loaded with 5 spools in there. And I have to put it in the vise because, like I said, the last time I was picking it, my hand got tired. So that's my update of what could go wrong again. Hopefully I'll have a video of, or at least a photograph of this thing opened by picking, but don't do what I did. And if you do what I did, make sure you have these super core shims because they will save the day. They save my day. Save my bacon.